so I've got this. It's my Clevo. This is my XD. We're going to mesh the two. It's not going to be great for videoing because obviously I'm a lone soldier. I'm out here raw dogging it by myself. So I'm going to do what I can. I'm a bit sick. Got some shit going on, so I've got to get this in tonight. Otherwise tomorrow it's still going to be in the way and the EL can't go to get finished. So I've got to get this sitting in here, get it up on the hoist, out of the way, push that out, load it on the tow truck, get rid of it. So I'm going to video what I can. Obviously I'm going to get this sitting in here and then we'll come back. We'll put that in there, come back to what's going on, show you. Obviously it's a Clevo in an XD. It's not a. There's about 8 bolts holding it in, so it's not a big feat. So I'm gonna get that in there, and then we'll come back. Nearly beat me. We had reinforcements. When I started, I was raw dogging it. So what do we got left? Alternator, oil, Dizzy, brand new Dizzy, can't wait.
Radiator, thermo fence,
belt, wiring,
oil catch can.
And 8,500 RPM of fun. And a new exhaust. But that's later.
7,500 RPM running.
Yes. When you're running in, just keep it below 8. Alright, so we're back. Alright. We got it. We got it done. The boys at Hardy Spicer Darra got it done for me. Another couple of hour round trips sorting out the other parts. I had to come back and get these U-bolts because I had 1330 U-bolts, not 1350. But they really helped me out on that. We come up here. And then today I've just been sorting out some of the wiring and all the fiddly shit because this car's had a lot of gremlins before we got the car. And yeah, obviously it needs a clean, but I've been sorting out a lot of the stuff, gave it a grease, gave it a clean, and yeah, got to get my Gazzard Bros tramp rods in. That's coming very soon. Obviously we're going to do some burnouts first because we don't want to just get grip all the time. Got to go and have some fun in it. It's nearly killed me, but I got it done, so I'm going to bring it down and I'll show you the engine bay. Alright, so today pretty much just had to finish dressing the motor. Got the alternator on, got the belt on. Like I said, I tidied up all the wiring. I've redone all the wiring to the thing. Got 2 really good earths to the block. I fixed an earth in the boot that goes from body and from the rail. Put my catch can back on. The other thing I've got to do is get that fuel out of it and put some fresh fuel in it, but that can wait. Filters on. I fixed all the coil wiring, all the MSD wiring, cleaned all my leads, got the filter washed and oiled, intakes all bolted on. The only thing we're waiting on is the Dizzy, but we're going to prime the oil system, put the Dizzy in, fire it up. Did the brakes, got this 90-degree fitting here for the brakes, much tighter than the last setup. Put the oil line on, did the throttle cable. Carby was still wet after sitting there for all that time, so with any luck it's still good. Yeah, pretty much just got to put the radiator in, hook up the thermos, Dizzy, battery, and away we go. Maybe give it a wash, or maybe just straight into some burnouts. Pretty keen for a burnout, to be honest. It's been quite a while, so. go to pick up the Cortina tomorrow. It's all painted now, so I'm going to pick it up after it gets its blackouts done. Bring it home. Sit it in the shed next to this once this one's done. And then we'll start building it. Do some videos on it. It's a full build. Obviously we did all the tub work, we did all the rail work, fuel cell, we did everything on that. So we did the rust work as well. So we're going to get involved in that. It's from the bottom up, so we've got carpet, we've got seats, dash, motor, gearbox. Diff's already done, we did the diff in it beforehand. Brakes already done, steering's already done, all the suspension underneath the car's already done. But yeah, hopefully we're back into this tomorrow, and by Monday we're doing some burnouts. Maybe Wednesday do an oil change, take it to test and tune and see how she goes. Yeah. So we've got my Clevo, it's all back in. Bit of a muck around with the Dizzy, bit of a muck around with a few things, not happy about it. Anyway, we're here now. It's a bit later than expected, but we're here. Braid, don't get me started. Fuck off. Braid. Fuck Braid. Anyone who sells braid, fuck you guys. Sorry. Braid's no good. Alright, so back to this. It's ready to fire. New motor. The Dizzy's new, so the main thing is they've got a cast iron gear and it's got a flat tappet cam, so that cast iron gear has to be matched, well not matched, but it's got to run in on the gear that's on the cam. So they recommend checking it after 3,000 Ks or whatever, but it doesn't. I've never had one with an issue. And if you check the wear on the old Dizzy and cam, there's no insignificant wear, you know. We've just put the lube on that, dropped it in, set it somewhere where we think it's going to fire. I've gone through, replaced all the fuel leaks and the braid that failed because it's junk. I've gone through and set the float levels again. They're a bit high, I'm guessing temperature, I don't know, something's changed it. So I've gone through, set them, they're holding, there's nothing jamming them, they're right. Yeah, fixed up the rest of the stuff on the motor. Like I said, sort of set the timing somewhere I think it's going to fire. I'll give it a couple of pumps, I'll give it a crank over, and we'll see if we can get it to fire. Obviously you're not going to hear much once it does fire. I'm going to set it at, you know, 1500, 2000 RPM to... the only thing we've sort of got to bet in is the rings really, and sort of cam bearings, but I'm going to set it up, idle it a bit higher, so, you know, rev it to 1500, fluctuate, do the normal sort of run-in sort of things, and then turn it off, let it cool right down, and hopefully good to go. We should be driving this sort of on the weekend. Going to set some timing, probably put 32 total into it, leave it there, drive it around, see how the new diff is, see how the gearbox still feels, see how the motor goes, and just cruise around, take it out to a test and tune, get some tuning into it, have some fun with it. Cool. Let's see if she fires. We've got oil pressure. We did a on the drill, the oil pressure on the drill, so that's all sorted. Give it some fuel and hopefully it starts. Wants to. wants to. Wants to. Bit of a sticky throttle there. Beautiful. This thing is crisp. I've been fucking waiting for this. Got a bit excited there and forgot to turn the GoPro off, but sorry, Will. So temperature gauge doesn't work at the moment, not sure why. It's plugged in, so I'll just have to trace that and see what's going on there. Thermos work, thermo switch works, they cut in. I just wanted to get it up to temperature, get it hot, shut it off, let it cool right down. No leaks. No leaks at all there, so that's good. Holds water, does everything it's meant to do right now. So yeah, happy days.